Hello, my name is Courtney Brock. I am the 4-H agent in Lincoln County, and today I wanted to do a video to show you guys how to fold an origami paper crane. Kentucky 4-H is doing a really awesome project trying to fold 1,000 paper cranes, and we have lots of people already participating. And here in Lincoln County, we have been putting out project kits at our office and at some locations around the county. And the last 2 weeks, we have had project kits with all the instructions and information about the paper cranes and origami paper for you to make your own. So just wanted to show you some quick examples. And so if you do end up folding some paper cranes, there is a link in our project kit, and I'll post it on with the video too, where you can go and sign up and commit how many paper cranes you're going to fold to help get us to 1,000. And if you do, please post pictures of the cranes that you guys end up making on Facebook, and you can tag Lincoln KY4H, no dash in 4H, hashtag Lincoln KY4H, or you can tag me, Courtney Brock, on Facebook so that I can share all your awesome work. These are just a few of the examples. This is the one that we're going to fold in the video, but I did the folding first and then this video second. Just a few. I would recommend, if you have a way to order online, that I would recommend that you get origami paper. You can use printer paper. You need to cut it so that it is a square and not a rectangle. Normal printer paper is a rectangle. Origami paper is going to be easier for you to use because it's much thinner than just regular copy paper. But if you don't have origami paper, and if you can't pick up a kit in Lincoln County, then you can use copy paper, printer paper. Just make sure you cut it into a square first. This is actually origami. It's not a very bright color. It's a gray. But it comes in lots of different colors and sizes. This is a really good starter size to learn on. This one is a little smaller. And then I've seen people try to do origami with Post-it notes. That's the smaller the paper, the harder it is to do because you have less space with your folds. So I would start with a larger piece of paper to get started. There's lots of fun, like gold foil, and there's I don't have any super colorful. This paper I like because it has a right side and the wrong side are inside. So it makes it really easy for beginners to learn how to keep track of which folds and what you should be doing. So we'll get started with some step-by-step instructions. Good luck, and don't forget to share your photos and tag us on Facebook and social media. Okay, so we've got our origami paper. Please overlook my old desk. It's seen better days. I like to use paper that has either two different patterns or an obvious front and back, or outside and inside. That'll help keep you on the right track. So I do have a tripod here, and I can't get my face super close to see the folds. But when I fold origami, I like to get really close so I can really see what I'm doing in the details. So you want to start with your pattern down and your wrong side up. And we're really going to just take this square piece of paper, and we're going to go back and forth between square, triangle, square, and different shapes. And hopefully you'll get some cranes like we have here. So the first thing, you start with the square, and you want to go to triangle. So you want to fold it over. If you become really into origami, you can get some special tools to help your folds be really nice and flat. There's like wooden tools that can really press it down and make your folds really, really neat. I'm just going to use my thumb and my fingernails sometimes, but the smoother your folds, the better it will be. Next, you're going to fold it again in a triangle. Really try to line up your edges. I've practiced a few times today to try to get my technique down. Okay. So the next part, there are some different techniques you can use on how to do this next part. This is the way I learned it, but whatever you can find that gets you to the same end result is just fine. So what I do next is, so that was the fold I just did. So I kind of pop that one open, and I want to push down my finger to the fold to kind of open that paper up. Oops, sorry. Hit my tripod there. So you want to open that paper up, and you want to get kind of like a jaw here. It's like an alligator, I guess, or maybe a frog. Anyway, so you get that jaw, and you want to line it up here, and then you want to fold it back into a square. Okay, so I want to make sure it's lined up, and then get my fold down. So I'm a little off here, but not terrible. Okay, so I went from the triangle down back to a square. So you can see I've got a square here. Then I want to flip it over And this was the other fold here. Same thing. I want to try to go in and loosen that paper up all the way to the crease and then fold it down. This one's a little harder because you want to make sure these corners stay pretty close together. You don't want to spread out and fold it like that. So try to get it as lined up as you can and hold it here. And then you can fold your edges down. This will be a good time to take maybe your fingernails and fold it down. Okay, so now we have this kind of is what the inside should look like. You're going to fold it down to a square. Next, what you're going to do is you've got your kind of like a diamond, but now you want to really make it look like a kite. Okay, so make sure your open edge is always facing you. And you're going to fold, there's 2 layers here. Don't fold both of them, just the top one. You want to fold it to the crease here. I think origami is really cool because ideally in traditional origami, you shouldn't have to cut or tape anything. Everything should be just folds of paper, which to me is kind of fascinating. All right, then you're going to do that to the other side. Not both sides, just the top. Bring it to the fold. Try to make sure it's nice and lined up. It can be really messy down here, so really take some care to make sure that's nice and neat here. And then you want to go up the side. Okay, take your nail and smooth it down. So now we've got this fun kite shape. So you're going to flip it over, keep the open edge facing you. Do the same thing on this side. Bring it up to the edge. It's okay that we have a little bit of white showing because we're going to do one more fold here that will hopefully hide that some. That just means my folds are off a little bit. I got some of that white showing. Okay, so the next part, you're going to take just this triangle here and you're going to fold it and make a crease here. You don't have to do this step and fold it back, but having that crease there will help you a lot with the next part. The next part is what a lot of people find to be the most difficult part of folding the crane. So you want to open up. So we've got our front, right? We've got like a top and the other side. We're going to do one side at a time. I'm going to open it up. Okay. So it was folded like a kite. We're going to open it up. And I like to press along that fold I just made. And we're just going to turn it inside out. And we're going to fold this to the crease and this to the center crease. Okay. So really take your time and just kind of encourage the paper to do what you need it to do. Do some light folds first to make sure everything is in the right spot, and then you can go back and push your folds down more. See, I'm a little messy here. I want to try to straighten that out. So I want to kind of put my finger in here and try to smooth that out. So I'm going right to the center, okay? Oh, much better, right? Same back here. I want to go to the center. Now I've got it nice and smooth, so I can go around and redo those folds. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful crane. Okay, so we have our kite, and now we've opened it into this very stretched out diamond kind of shape. So we're going to flip over. Got our kite here. So we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to open it up, press along that fold, and then fold these edges to that center crease. If you can't see it on my video, you'll be able to see it at home. It's pretty obvious. Okay. And now, because I've taken the time to do this other side neatly, this side should be a little easier to do. Again, that corner wasn't popped out like I wanted it. It was a little messy. So I put my finger inside and just kind of smoothed it all down. Perfect. So now we should have legs. You have the top here that doesn't move, and you have these fun little legs. You are almost done with your crane. You want to take the leg, the top, okay, so there's 2 layers, one layer at a time. You want to fold it to center, okay. I like to fold the top part first. It's a little easier to fold than these long, skinny legs. Just folding it to center. I always remember we have legs. Yay, I did it right. Now let's make our legs even skinnier and fold it to center. Okay, nice and smooth. This is where it would help. I mean, you could probably use like a popsicle stick or anything you have like that to smooth your folds. Next, you want to flip it over. Do the same thing. Make your legs skinny here, all the way to the edge. Uh-oh, see I'm a little off there. So I'm just gonna mush it around there and refold. Okay. And skinny legs, folded flat. Let's see, skinny legs. So this is actually, the skinny legs are actually going to end up being the head of the crane. So this part and the tail. So we're really, really close to almost, or to being finished. So if you look, so we've got our wings. This is going to be our crane body, all right? So what you want to do is kind of open up one side. There's a fold here, and I try to flatten everything out, and so you make it flat and then push up, okay? And then you can decide, do you think that looks like a head or a tail? It's kind of bending, so I'm gonna fold it one more time here and make that my head, my bird head, right? And then I'm gonna flip it over, and I am going to flatten, hold all the pieces together underneath here too, flatten, and I'm gonna push it up on that fold. And this time, because I've already decided I want this to be my tail, we're just gonna push it straight up, okay? So we should be pretty close opening the wings up. And if you hold down here by the body and you have origami paper, it should kind of pop out. There's lots of different techniques, and there's some that you can fold a different way and it'll pop out, and it'll, there's cranes that you can pull a certain way and it looks like their wings are moving, which is pretty cool. But I like to push my body down a little bit, and it kind of helps, well, normally it helps it stand. You can always fiddle with the bottom down here to help it stand up. Or, you know, if it's just not cooperating, you can fold a wing up. That works. And you can also fold the wings down. However you want to do it from here, but your crane is finished. So it's up to you how you want it to stand. Sometimes they're easier to get to stand than other times. This guy's not wanting to cooperate either, so you just pull on a little bit. So I've got how many cranes? 5 cranes, only 995 more to go. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing some of your pictures.